or you've adjusted, or you've modified, because this season now is called what? Digital or high definition. And really kind of with the TV, nobody had a choice, because how many of us remember, I think it was in the year 2000, they said 12 months from now, the whole system is converting to digital or high definition or whatever. We will no longer manufacture or produce televisions with antennas. All right, so you guys there with me? Are you there?
Yeah.
All right, so whatever the situation, where we were in 1980 and where we were in 1990, based upon, like I said, television, vehicle, even jobs, and some people even spouses, I said, you upgraded that model, or you changed based upon the upgrade for that particular season. In other words, you did something that was different, even though you believed in that same concept. You still believed in vehicles, you just believed that a Range Rover looked better and could get you there faster than a Pinto. Now, in the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse number 2. Well, first of all, I want to show you something in verse number 1. Here is the prophet Habakkuk, and he has inquired of the Lord about a vision, about a dream, about an assignment that God gave him, and he has been waiting for this thing to materialize for some years.
All right.
And so what he is doing is that I don't think he's becoming discouraged, but he's getting just a little weary in the well-doing.
All right.
See, even the Old Testament patriarchs, they had to endure probably many more years than what we had to. So what he's doing is that he is having a conversation with God. And he's not questioning God, well, why did you make it 15 years instead of 5? But he's basically inquiring of the Lord, I really, really believed in my purpose. I really, really believed in the vision. I really believed in what you told me that what you said you would do, that you would do. And so he first starts off not complaining. In verse number 1, he said, I believe in it so much until I'm going to stand and stand therefore. I'm going to stand upon my watch. In other words, I'm going to stand upon my vision. I'm going to stand upon my purpose. I'm going to stand upon my things. Watch this. Those things that you said that I should fulfill before I take a dirt nap. I'm going to stand upon my watch. But at the last part of that paragraph, I never saw this. He says, well, let me read out. He says, and I'm going to set upon me the tower, and I'm going to watch. Now, I'm not going to sit back. He said, I'm going to sit down and sit back and watch. He said, but I'm going to watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am what?
Corrected.
Ooh, thank you. Now, my Bible says reprove, but I was going to go there. In other words, Habakkuk, I believe, came to an understanding that while he was waiting for his vision, his purpose to come to pass, in other words, waiting means while he was doing those things that he should have been doing, he had to stop for a moment and ask God for, I like to say, a mid-course correction.
All right.
In other words, he realized that God told him, watch this, that the vision would be for an appointed time, that it would surely come to pass. But there are sometimes you have to sit down and make a mid-course correction to see, am I on the course that God has me on so that I can get to that particular destination and fulfill that purpose? See, God may want you to be on course B when you think that you should maintain and stay on course A.
That's right.
May I say it again? So here's Habakkuk. He doesn't come out complaining. He comes out and he says, Lord, here am I. Reprove me. Correct me. Show me just in case. Watch this. That I have not, watch this, adjusted or modified or upgraded during the dispensations that I needed to for the vision that you've given me.
Amen.
Now, God will give you a vision. Let's just say God gives you a vision in 1999. Now, the way that you do the vision, let me stop. I'm going to give you something that I don't want to give you. Let's go to verse 2.